where a lot of them will be performed, unfortunately. We do a lot in the dark. What? Somebody said, because I thought I had, I can't remember, something about what we are when the lights are out. So I don't know if that's...
song album made after that. The songs know what you do in the dark.
Really?
There's actually a lot of albums like
Who's singing? You know,
different artists.
X Ambassadors sing that one.
And Fall Out Boy
Mhm.
and
Ex-ambassadors, the guys that do Refugee? And
Renegade.
Renegade, yeah. And
No, it is Fall Out Boy.
Hey, it started with an R.
No, that one is Fall Out Boy.
And they have another song,
Renegade.
like, what's the one that's popular right now? Another one of their
That's what I just
songs,
said.
like Sometimes or something.
It's the one on Me Before You. What is that one?
What artist are we talking about?
X
Ex-ambassadors.
Ambassadors.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Renegade is awesome, but they have another one, and it's like a
Dude,
self-reflective song. What?
Yeah.
What? I don't know. I was just naming off better artists.
Do you want me to look it up real fast?
Yeah, go ahead. All right, so here is a passage where Henry is now, the power is shifting in Henry's mind. He's no longer the target. He now has a target of his own. And he can level his target with just a word. Or two, rather. Yellow packet. Yellow packet. That's all he has to say.
Is it unsteady?
Yes.
Unsteady, that's it, yeah.
It's not.
A little unsteady.
it's not really
That's
not really reflective about kids, parents going through divorce.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Like it a lot.
Fits well with our
You like the
movie.
staticky sound of that?
new.
It's somewhat new.
They were
Several months.
They were here
Since
last
2015.
year.
Oh,
It's not
Were
new.
they here last year?
Eli Young Band's coming to Boise.
Who?
Oh, no, don't listen to
Who
it.
is?
Gotta go
Eli
home.
Young
Tim
Band.
McGraw on Faith Hill and Marriage.
I don't know who that. Who's Eli Young?
Eli Young's a country band. They sing
Something that doesn't matter.
I don't listen to him.
that
Yeah, we
Crazy Girl.
Represent.
That's my favorite song.
Crazy Girls?
West Side.
Not Crazy Girls. Crazy Girl.
Represent.
Okay, guys, I am old. All right. He performed his mistakes in the dark. Interesting. Indeed.
You never deny it.
Well, I didn't know if you were going to keep talking. I wasn't sure. Indeed, when he remembered his fortunes of yesterday and looked at them from a distance, he began to see something fine there. He had license to be pompous and veteran-like. His panting agonies of the past he had put out of sight. In the present, he declared to himself that it was only the doomed and the damned who roared with sincerity at circumstance. Few but they ever did it. A man with a full stomach and the respect of his fellows had no business to scold about anything that he might think to be wrong in the ways of the universe or even in the ways of society. Let the fortunates rail, the others may play mark.
Let the what?
Let the unfortunates rail, the others may play mark.
Okay, stop. Shakespeare has a line in, I don't know which play. Anyway, that goes, he who protests the loudest hath the most to hide. The one who decries sin and social error is hiding the most. And that's what Henry says. Obviously, he's read Shakespeare because he says, only the doomed and the damned who roared with sincerity at circumstances. It was only the doomed and the damned. Only those who have the most to hide talk the loudest. Be careful of people like that in life, guys. I can't tell you how many public figures over the last 40 years who have railed in some form of social media against certain things who have been discovered to be just that. So When you hear somebody up on a soapbox, they're standing on their own box usually. Don't forget that. That's an aphorism.
What doesn't count because you didn't say it?
Doesn't count because he didn't say it? Doesn't count because you didn't say it.
Aphorism.
Now we're going to come up on another sentence, and it's in the next one, that I want you to also remember. It's the next to the last sentence in that bottom paragraph. He had been taught that many obligations of a life were easily avoided. It is easy to avoid things that need to be done. It's really easy to do. But disciplining oneself to do them and not let those things go by will reward you in life. The little things that need to be done are easily set aside. You just go, I don't have time to do that. You'll pay for it later. You will. So, you will find that there will be people like this in your life. There will be people who let things go and they let it go and they let it go, and then they have to clean up a huge mess. And you will find people who would take care of those little details and take care of them and take care of them. It's the difference is crisis management and proactive management of the affairs of life. What are you going to do? When you proactively manage the affairs of life and take care of the little things along the way, you don't end up in huge crises because of that. Maybe other circumstances will bring you into crisis, but it's not because of your own lack of self-discipline. But if you ignore and ignore and ignore, you're going to end up in crisis at some point in time over what you've ignored. Get your head out of the sand or any other hiding place that you've stuck it. Right? All right, let's see if we can we finish this?
No.
We can't?
No.
How much time?
2 minutes.
Okay, let's finish this page.
He did not give a great deal of thought to these battles that lay directly before him. It was not essential that he should plan his ways in regard to them. He had been taught that many obligations of a life were easily avoided. The lessons of yesterday had been the retribution that, the lessons of yesterday had been that The lessons of yesterday had been that retribution was a laggard and blind. Why am I saying that?
You said it right that time. The lessons of yesterday had been that retribution was a laggard and blind.
Yeah, that just wasn't sounding right. Okay.
You were reading too fast.
Okay. With these facts before him, he did not deem it necessary that he should become feverish over the possibilities of the ensuing 24 hours. He could leave much to chance. Besides, a faith in himself had secretly blossomed. There was a little flower of confidence growing within him. He was now a man of experience. He had been out among the dragons, he said, and he assured himself that they were not so hideous as he had imagined them. Also, they were inaccurate. They did not sting with precision. A stout heart often defied, and defying escape.
Okay, most of you did, well, no, about half and half. You got one part of the dragon's parts right and missed the other part. So they were not so hideous as he imagined, and they were inaccurate. Got it? Did I already turn those back to you? Yeah, so I want you to turn in the next section. What is it? And I didn't get yours done, so I'm a bad boy. You can grade me accordingly, but I didn't do 114 to 121, I think it is.
Bad boy, bad boy.
And you have
What
mine.
you want to do?
Wait, what did you say? So we're not doing new worksheets?
You don't have one tonight.
Sweet. Can I have one? Can I?
So no homework for tonight. No homework for
No
tonight.
homework tonight.
Automatically